Just yesterday, we're talking about the information coming out of Japan about the upcoming Land Cruiser Prado. And it didn't take long for Toyota to finally confirm that the Land Cruiser is headed back to America. Over at Toyota USA, their Instagram, nothing better than a comeback story. The legend returns. If that's not confirmation of the Land Cruiser, I don't know what is. And of course, them showing the history of the Toyota Land Cruiser badges here in North America. It's pretty epic. Let me know which badge you're most excited for. I mean, that's the one that stands out the most to me, not this one. Wait for it. That one right there. I just wanted to update you guys on this. Most of you probably already knew about it, either officially or unofficially. But I was busy earlier today when the news broke. I was heading or already in Fort Lauderdale for a special event that I'll be able to share more about at a future date, but my lips are sealed at this point in time. But let's go ahead and talk about what we talked about yesterday briefly with the design. There will be 3 different designs, 4 different areas around the world, or potentially more for one area. So we're hearing retro design with circular headlights, but I hope it doesn't look like this. I think most of us agree that this design is not what we need here in the United States. This looks better. The very bottom design, the more blocky design, looks a little bit more cohesive with the rest of the body, but the Lexus GX blows away all of these renders we got from Japan. So in my opinion, expect a design that's more similar to the Lexus GX than this mock-up from Best Car Web in Japan. So I've heard through the grapevine you can take it with a grain of salt, but hey, this powertrain was actually showed with the Lexus GX in the Japanese press release, which is actually the exact same powertrain that we have in the Tacoma, upcoming Tacoma iForce Max. You take the 4-cylinder turbo, you put an 8-speed with it, you get an electric motor between the engine and the transmission, you put a nickel metal hydride battery pack in there, and that gets us 326 horsepower and 465 pound-feet of torque. Really, really close to the 349 horsepower and 479 pound-feet of torque on the twin-turbo V6 on the Lexus GX 550. So I think this engine is 100% coming to the Land Cruiser. Is it the standard powertrain? I'm going to take a stab. I mean, I have nothing to base this off of, but I'm going to say yes, because I think this base powertrain is going to be exclusive to the 4Runner. Again, that's just my guess. But let me know what you want to see on the Land Cruiser. Do you want twin-turbo V6? But honestly, I think that is going to be exclusive to the Lexus GX. Look, the Lexus GX 460 always had that V8 that was exclusive for our market, and the Prado never ever saw it that I'm aware of. The Prado saw various V6s. It saw diesels around the world as well, but it never got our coveted 4.6 liter V8 that I'm aware of. And if you go to the first generation GX, which was based off the Prado as well, that had the 4.7 liter V8, which I don't believe the Prado ever saw in other markets either. So when can we expect the Land Cruiser to debut? Well, Best Car Web said by the end of this year. They said fall, which is probably October, November reveal for Japan. Who knows if it's going to be the same reveal for America or not. And maybe that means availability over there, because translation doesn't always work out when Google Translate takes a look at those documents. Regardless, we will see the new Land Cruiser before the end of the year. And in fact, we already have. The Lexus GX is the Land Cruiser. And I mean, there are differences between styling and interior options as well as powertrains. And this guy says just bring the 300 series, not the Prado. Well, we have the 300 series in the LX, and the LX has not been that well received. Watch my reviews on the LX. It's just not as luxurious and as good as it should be for what it costs, in my opinion. And it's missing a lot of features that this upcoming Land Cruiser should have. What else do I want to see in the Land Cruiser? Well, people are saying, removable doors, removable roof, dealer add-on accessory for winches. I mean, some people are saying that they want to see a tire on the back of it as well, like you see on the Broncos and Wranglers. That would be amazing. It needs to fight those vehicles specifically. I think that's why Best Car Web is showing multiple variants here to insinuate that the Land Cruiser Prado will have a different face specifically for the market it's going to be sold in. We'll see about that though. I want to see a manual transmission on it. We have that in the Wrangler and the Bronco. We know it can be done because the Tacoma is going to have that manual transmission as well. and it shares the same F platform. And how would you like to see it differ from the Lexus GX 550? I'll see you guys down below. I can't think of everything. You guys can think of many more things than my simple brain can. So I can't wait to see you guys in the comment. Flesh out the details of what you would like to see in the next generation Land Cruiser, the return of the Land Cruiser for America. Stay tuned to the channel. I will debut it for you guys. Don't you worry. Hopefully by the end of this year. I'll catch you in the next one. Have a great day and peace.